This week when I was trying to come up with an idea of a video to make, I was sitting on my Surface trying to come up with ideas, and then I thought, hey, what if I just do a video about the Surface? So this video is all about, is the Microsoft Surface 2 still worth it? Before we go any further, I'm just going to give you some quick background information on the Surface 2. It was announced on September 23rd, 2013, and then actually released to be bought on October 22nd of that year. And it was a Windows RT based tablet, so this was a successor to the original Microsoft Surface. And basically what Windows RT meant was it didn't run full Windows 8, it just ran like a pared down version that could only run Windows Store apps, kind of like Windows 10s is now. Under the hood, it had a quad-core NVIDIA Tegra 4 CPU and 2 GB of RAM underneath a 1080p display that is, I believe, 12.2 inches. It has two pretty pathetic cameras, a 5-megapixel one on the back and a 2-megapixel one on the front, and neither of them should be trusted to take anything resembling a photo. Now, neither of the Surface RTs actually were very popular, probably because they ran Windows RT. The fact that you couldn't run standard Windows applications was just mind-boggling to people, and very few people bought one. So I actually bought mine here from a friend of mine used a couple months ago, and I've been using it a whole bunch ever since, and I really do like it. The fact that it doesn't run full Windows apps really doesn't bother me, considering all of the services that are provided like on the web and whatnot. The build of the Surface 2 is actually really nice. The first and second gen Surfaces were actually the only Surfaces to be made out of Microsoft's Vapor Mag, which is a liquid magnesium, and if you don't know what liquid metal is, just click right here and it'll take you to a website that'll explain all of it for you. And as I said before, it's built really well. It feels super sturdy, and it doesn't feel like it's going to break very easily at all. So to answer my original question, is the Microsoft Surface 2 still worth it? And I'd say yes, probably even more so than it was released. Probably because they're so cheap now on eBay, it's almost crazy how cheap you can find them. And with the supposed coming of Windows 10s to them, and with all of the Chromebooks coming out, these are like the RT Surfaces are almost like Chromebooks except with Windows, if that makes any sort of sense. When you look at the Surface 2 as a Windows device, it's not that great. The specs aren't super impressive, and it's not the fastest thing in the world. But if you look at it as more of a Chromebook type device, it's really pretty great. Now, again, if you look at this more as a Chromebook, I feel like the Windows 10 store, that is assuming that Windows 10s is going to be coming to the Surface 2, I feel like the Windows 10 store has more and more useful apps than the Chrome store does for Chrome OS. So I feel like that alone makes it almost better than a traditional Chromebook. And it's because of all these points that are kind of better than a Chromebook that I think the Surface 2 is definitely still relevant. So that about wraps it up for this video, and if you agree with me, leave a comment why. If you don't agree with me, again, leave a comment why you don't. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content, and I'll see you next time. Bye!